Nós novioquinos não sabemos muito do seu país, né?
Para eles é tudo praia, samba, carnaval e mato.
Então, hoje os gringos reagem a imagens inesperadas do Brasil. Okay, so when you think of Brazil, what are the images that come to mind? And please don't be concerned about stereotyping. We know that you don't have a deep knowledge of the country.
Right. I would say probably a lot of bikinis, a lot of long legs, a lot of dancing. What else do I think of Brazil? Like a jungle, maybe. Like, I feel like everybody's just partying all the time. Like, you're just walking around and everybody's having their own little jam session.
The first thing I think of, honestly, is a woman in scantily clad clothing with maybe a pineapple on her head and sort of doing the samba. And I think that comes from, like, World Cup, like, imagery.
I think of soccer. I think of Carnival. Green always pops in my head when I think of Brazil. Samba pops in my head. And like really gorgeous people.
I mean, when you said Brazil is like, it's beautiful people, women dancing in the street, beautiful mountains and the beach, sun rays hitting off the sky, and it's just pure beauty.
Good. So we're going to show you 4 images that probably don't seem much like Brazil to you. 2 of the 4 are actually in Brazil. So please describe each one as you see it and try to think, might this be part of Brazil? Might it not be? And then at the end, we're going to ask you which 2 you think are from Brazil.
Okay.
So the first image is like white sands, like beautiful oasis, sort of looks like a picture out of like heaven. Desolate, there's no human beings at all, just incredible.
I don't know if that's Brazil though, but Brazil's really big, so it could be.
I mean, that's just so beautiful. I see a lot of just beautiful movement of sand with some water in between. That's definitely not Brazil.
Looks like some sort of river surrounded by sand, but it doesn't look like fresh water. So it looks like it's salt water though to me.
Where would you think this is if it's not Brazil?
I would think it was like somewhere in Africa or maybe the Gulf, maybe the Middle East, something like that.
Maybe like Patagonia or something?
Somewhere in South Arabia.
The second image is of a small town that looks like it's sort of stuck in a long time ago, like somewhere in Northern Europe probably. It looks like it's cold, maybe like Oslo or Norway or like Scandinavia.
So there's like little streets and like very German. There's all the little looks like beer houses.
I see a beautiful little city that looks like either Sweden or Germany. Very pretty.
This almost looks like it's in a European country.
It would be like a fun place to hang out. I mean, maybe like Scotland, I don't know, like it's just a good place to like get a beer at a pub.
I bet this is actually in Brazil, just to throw me off. And I think they have a lot of people who've moved there from other countries, correct? I mean, if I was German, I'd want to go to Brazil more than stay over there.
I mean, the guys are wearing ties and khakis. Definitely not Brazil. Well, maybe it is, but they're all, I don't know, they seem boring. I feel like Brazil's not boring.
It does not look like Brazil at all to me. It doesn't, but I feel like because it doesn't, it might be in Brazil. So that's my logic. I'm going to say, yes, I think this is in Brazil.
This third image is like Chinatown somewhere.
Okay, so this is like a little Japanese rock garden for Buddha. Or, no, that's not Buddha, that's somebody else.
Oh, I love that. Namaste. If it's literal, it's probably like either Japan, but it might also be a little temple in Brazil. For all we know, some people are Buddhists or practicing other faiths. Who knows?
This looks like Chinatown.
It could easily be
like Chinatown.
Some pop-up Chinatown setting in New York City, but it also could just be a beautiful monument in like the northern hills of China. So who knows? And a desolate lake somewhere in the far reaches of the Arctic. Like, this is like a cold, beautiful place.
What would you would imagine the weather would be like?
Yeah, you're thinking hot. I'm thinking like a lot of sun tanning. Like, I don't really associate snow in Brazil at all, or anything cold.
That's so pretty. I want to be there. Lake, 3 beautiful houses. Looks like there's snow. Does it snow in Brazil? This is a dumb question, but I don't even know. I don't think so.
Does it snow in Brazil? No, I'm going to say no.
So, this to me is Switzerland. I feel like it's Switzerland.
And I don't know who's living in those houses at all, but they're crazy because they're freezing.
What do you think the chances are a woman in a slim bikini cha-chaing down the street would come there?
And no Brazilian in this place. there's no cha-cha, there's no pineappled woman in this boat anywhere. And if they are, I don't know how they got there, and they need more clothes as soon as possible.
Look at all 4 and tell us which 2 you think are Brazil.
I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to say that it's the first one because that might be simple. I might be obviously wrong, but that's what I would decide. And then the third one because the Chinese shrine could literally be anywhere, and who knows where that could be.
I'm going to go with, I'm going to say 4 is 1, just because you're trying to trick me. And 2. I'll do 4 and 2. 2 and 4.
So I'm going to say number 1 and number 3.
Okay, I feel like number 3 is Brazil. I feel like number 1, maybe there's number 1, the sand, because it's giving me beach life, might be the closest thing to Brazil.
The answer is, shockingly, all 4 are in Brazil.
Really?
Okay.
Good question.
That was tricky. That was a good one.
Really? Wow, okay, I like that.
Okay, the first one is Lençóis Maranhenses.
That's beautiful.
Which is a national park. It's actually not a desert.
Oh, okay.
It's some other crazy kind of ecosystem.
It's a park?
It's a national park.
That's awesome.
And those lakes are actually rainwater, which disappear after a certain number of months or get much smaller. So you're seeing it at its
Sure.
best. Number 2, you had it pretty much right. Blumenau, it's a city located in southern Brazil, and it's known for having people with German ancestry.
Got it.
Also known for its beer production.
Yep.
And some people even still speak German.
Cool. Very cool.
The third one, good guess. You got that. In fact, you got them both right. Both of the places you picked are in Brazil, because they were all in Brazil. And this is Liberdade. It's a neighborhood in Sao Paulo.
Okay.
And has a large Asian community. And in fact, Sao Paulo is home to the largest Japanese community outside of Japan. And then the fourth is just there are very few parts of Brazil.
Okay.
But this is one of them. It's in the mountains of Santa Catarina State. In a place called, a mountain range called the Serra do Rio do Rastro. So this is a resort in that area.
God, I would have never known that it snowed in Brazil. So now I know. Okay.